Hello, I am Patrick Feges. I work at a barbecue restaurant. So this story goes back to the early days, first year of Killen's Barbecue. I worked there for the first year, the one in the OG in Pearland. So every restaurant's got these grease dumpsters, right? And it's where you dump the fry grease, the fry oil, the grease from the barbecue pits. We dump in there. And where we had it set up at Killen's, it was just like directly in the sun. And sitting in the sun all summer, and we're dumping the grease from the barbecue pits. And it's not just grease, it's brisket juice, it's meat juice too. So it got kind of rancid, and it smelled horrible. And we were kind of annoyed. We were annoyed by it, and the guests had to walk past it on the way from the parking lot. And so it was kind of embarrassing. And so we were doing a Texas monthly dinner. And so I got this idea, I'm just going to drag the grease dumpster to the other side of the parking lot. And that way it'll just be away, the guests won't know about it. So I went and got some tow straps, and I wrapped it around there and hooked it up to my truck. And I started dragging it through the parking lot. And I'm smart enough to get someone to kind of help and watch and give me directions. And so he's kind of guiding me. And in the mirror, I see him do this. And so I think in my head, keep going, keep going. What he was doing is he was saying, stop. And so I didn't stop because I kept going. And so what happened is the foot of that grease dumpster caught on a sewer drain, like a manhole. And it just dug in, and I just kind of tipped that thing over. And there was about a moment where time froze, where that thing was teetering. And it was probably a second, but I was trying to get out of the truck to go stop it. And then that thing closed, hit the ground. And then I had to sit there and watch the grease just bubble out of that thing because it was too heavy to lift up. In the worst possible spot to do it in the driveway into the parking lot. So it finally empties out. We pick it back up, drag it to the spot we're going to put it in. And then I go to the animal store, the PetSmart or whatever, right down the street, and just buy $300-$400 worth of cat litter and go dump all this cat litter on it. But by the time I get back, Ronnie has shown up, and he's wondering what the hell's going on. And so after getting chewed out, he hired a grease pump. So there's companies that come and pump the grease out of these dumpsters. And so he hired that company to come suck the grease off of the pavement. And then he hired someone else to come and throw down a bunch of mulch to kind of soak up the rest, but also kind of mask the smell. It smelled horrible. And so, and this is all hours before we do this Texas monthly dinner. So the whole time I thought I was going to get fired. Ronnie is a saint. Now that I own my own place, I probably wouldn't fire someone for doing that. I'd chew them out and curse and kick a box or something. But that mulch was down there for a while. The smell eventually went away. So that was the whole goal anyways. It just was a little bit more expensive.